headed out this morning to meet my brother. It is Saturday at 8:20 in the morning, and it is 38 degrees outside. He called me last night and asked me if I would help him do a job this Saturday, and I said, well, okay, I'll help you. And he kind of explained to me a little bit about what it was, and apparently, I have no idea what we're getting into, but apparently it is a electric powered windmill that was converted from windmill water over to an electric powered system. I don't know. So I don't know what we're getting into, but we'll be there probably in an hour, and we'll see what it is. All right, we are headed back to hook up to the crane. All right, this is the beautiful property that we're working at today. I have no idea where this thing is. We're gonna get out here and find it here in a second. So this is the pump house, huh? Ouch. Got a little bit of tree trimming we gotta do. Should have brought the pole saw.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so this is what was underneath the lid, and boy, oh boy, is this some ancient stuff. Okay, so apparently that is an old picture style something or another. I'm sure somebody on these videos has seen something like that. That is unique. But what I can assume other people can relate to this would be like a locomotive, like the wheel on a train, how it moves and it's kind of like oscillating. So the same thing's going to happen here. That's going to spin the big wheel, and then the shaft in the middle there is going to oscillate up and down, and it's just going to pull water. That's crazy. That is crazy. And apparently it still works. Never seen such a thing. Never seen such a thing. It's got a little oiler on it. That's wild. Wild, wild, wild. I'd like to see a date on this thing. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Look at the shaft on that is broken. Isn't it? I think it's broken. I can't tell. Wow, look at it. It's like it's... Wow, it brings up water. Wow. So I guess maybe the seal is gone in one portion of it, so it's leaking some of the water by. But right now it's sending water into this pipe, into the galvanized tank, and into the house. This house has been operating this way for, I don't know, 40, 50 years. That is amazing. It's a Gould, baby! Holy shit! Made in the USA. Yeah, American-made products. They'll last 120 years. Oh yeah, alright, so the shaft is broken. That is absolutely nuts. Let's see if we can find a code date on this thing. Let's see here. RPM 1725, half horsepower. I don't see a date. It's an old Wagner motor. That's crazy. Wow. And it pumped up and built off pressure. It's been running for, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. And it pumped up to 20 psi. You can hear it leaking. Oh, it just settled. Okay. Wow, the system still works. That's crazy. So the old pressure switch is still functioning somehow, and the old pressure gauge is still functioning somehow. It's dangerous. The cover of the pressure switch isn't plastic, it's metal. Oh Lord. Okay. Wow, this is so cool. So cool. I'm eager to find a date on this thing when we pull it out. Yeah. All right, we got the crane in here. It is a super duper stupid tight fit. We pushed through the boxwood, and right now we have an issue. We can't reach that limb, but now that we got the trailer back here, theoretically we could stand on top of it if we needed to cut it. But we got the crane far enough back, trying to line the boom up with the well that's in there. We'll have to clean all this crap out, but today we're only going to focus on getting the old system out. We're not going to install a new pump today. That'll be for another day. My brother will probably do that on his own. Okie dokie. Looks like we're gonna clear the trees. How are we looking there? Looks a little sorry. Okay, I'll have to take care of that next. We got pressure in the tank. Don't want to get wet on a day like today.
More than you got to.
So we're basically just going to try to figure out how to unbolt this thing from the bottom. Haven't found a date. It just says 8146, and it's a Gould's. But okay. Do we want to just lift the tank out first, and then we'll
Yeah,
do
there
this?
you go. That sounds good.
Okay. Want me to just push it out back?
Yep.
Alright, so here's our chain cable, or cable from the crane, and we barely missed the tree by about 6 inches. So other than that, we're pretty much good to go. We just have to figure out how to get this crazy apparatus off of the casing. You think, what is that, 4 inch underneath that?
I think it's 6.
I think it's 6. Cause like I can,
It's probably an old 5 5/8 well.
I can feel, yeah, I agree. I bet you, it could be a damn 2 inch well, man.
Could be.
Cause like I can get my hand around it, and I swear to God, it feels like it's this big around.
I hope not. That's bad. That's bad news
I
for the
swear to God,
submersible.
you want to hop in here and feel it?
I want to lift up on it.
Okay. You want me to just put a strap around it and see what upward lift does?
Yeah, I'm thinking go
Pull
underneath
that pin? Oh, okay, just grab it right
Yep.
here and lift?
Yep.
Okay.
Go
That's
around
what
it
we'll
like
do.
I can't see.
Yeah, I know. It's nice and easy. God damn, that is. All right, ho, ho. That is really tight.
The technical term.
Yeah, the technical term, really tight. Okay. Need to start, I guess I can get my socket set and we can try to unbolt some stuff. I really feel like I could take that motor off. Yeah, I think we just need to try to unbolt it. I'll get my socket set, my hammer, and a couple of tools. Give me 15 minutes with it and see if I can unbolt it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Well, upon further inspection, we believe the pump is somehow attached to the casing that is down below. So this is the arm that moved the sucker rod up and down. This was the pin that went between the two. I went ahead and pulled it out to where this could drop and the pump could come off. But down here, they had a bolt, and I thought I was getting it, but I knew after about a half a turn that all I was doing was breaking it. So I got another bolt right there I have to get off next. But something really cool I wanted to show y'all. Look at the mechanism inside of that thing. That is absolutely cool. It's a connecting rod that's hooked to a gear set that runs the whole thing up and down. And this is very similar to a windmill setup. So a windmill setup is bathed in like really thick 90 weight gear oil. So I looked at this and I knew that this was the oil port. And if you read it, it says fill half with oil. Or basically it says fill half full with oil. So you add your oil here and it bathes the gear in oil. Very cool. That's why this thing's lived so long. And you look over there, they got an old can of motor oil. Cool. All right, we're just steady working. I have nowhere to mount the camera in here because it's a block building. There's not much room to work inside this little building. I'm trying to get 100-year-old bolts out. It's 40 degrees, so I'm trying not to smash my fingers. And now I'm working in a corner next to this big flywheel doohickey. And I'm sick, so I'm trying to get over the crud. But this bolt over here is so far gone that I don't think I'll get it off. I'm trying to take a 3/4 and beat a 17 mil on top of it. 'Cause that's how I got that one. I got that side to bite. But I don't think I can get this one. It's just too it's too degraded. Ain't enough bolt for the both of us. Just ain't enough bolt for the both of us. Okay. Ah. That'll work. All right, so we got this bolt off this side, and I went ahead and took a grinder and I got this bolt off this side. It's kind of hard in here because look, it's only 3 finger widths. So typical grinder blade is 4.5 inches. So there wasn't much room from here for me to work. So now I think I have where these two mount together right here. That's separated. So theoretically, this bottom piece here is a part of the pump. So we should be able to get the pump off, I would assume. I think I can take it and slide it back. That's what we're gonna try anyways. All right, so moment of truth. Oh shit, okay, cool. Yeah, it was just that easy, wow. All right, now.
Just that easy.
Just that easy.
Famous last words.
Yeah, woo, okay. Now we can get this out. Hey look, there's a little mouse nest under there. I bet he may still be living in there. Okay. Yeah, everything in there still looking good. It's covered in oil. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a 2-inch well, Bubba. Not unless there's a 4-inch casing underneath all that apparatus.
Not looking good.
Not looking good for the homeowner.
He wants to keep it.
I get
He's
it.
big into collecting the old stuff.
That's understandable. I'd want, hell, if I had this, if you didn't want it, I'd keep it. Yeah, I would want it. I think it's awesome. This is definitely something I would like clean up and use as a prop in the shop.
The thing is like mint.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's amazing. It's as old as it is, and it's still functioning.
Want to go forward?
Yeah, I'd say we go forward with this one. I mean, it really ain't that heavy. It's probably only maybe like 180 pounds.
Yeah, unless it falls on your leg.
Yeah, that's when it becomes heavy. Okay, now back to this craziness. Somebody put those bricks there a long time ago. A long time ago. Let's see. So yeah, this is, I believe, what the well is. So somebody probably punched this well you know, 80 years ago or more. And I bet you it's no deeper than 40 or 50 foot. Probably. Couldn't believe I spun this all the way around. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Looks like something. I mean, you can't even see through there. Something. I don't know what it is. Anybody knows what that is? Leave a comment in the comment section. Okay. Fun stuff.
I swear this is threaded on a piece.
I agree. I think it is. If you look down over here, I think it's threaded on too. I can get the big 36-inch pipe wrench and try to twist it.
Yeah. You can take a sledge and tap it like here and here and see if you can't get it to spin.
The jockey.
Just to get it to spin.
All right. I know what to do now that we've taken the pump out and we've assessed the situation. I need to get the grinder and I need to grind each one of these little bolts off. And then this plate right here, this whole top section will come off. We don't have to worry about this. It's still locked solid. Is there anything connecting it here? So theoretically, this should move. Yeah! Darn. Now, if you want, I can put the pin through here.
I don't care.
Yeah, give me that pin.
No problem, nothing's gonna hold that pin. Oh yeah, you got the set.
I can put the set screw back in.
Yeah, look, you got the groove for the set screw too.
All right, so we're just gonna slip this in there. Man, that sunlight is in the worst possible spot.
I love it. Bring on the solar heat.
Pop that in there. Up.
More?
A little bit more, yeah. A little bit more. A little bit more.
That's tight.
All right, now it's tight, okay. Ooh, yeah, that's real tight.
Look at your sucker rod down there.
Ooh, man, yeah. It looks a little decrepit. Yeah, that is getting a little weak. Okay, take a little bit of pressure off. Just go down about 1 inch. A little bit more. Look at that.
Get the screws in. Yeah,
There it is.
You go.
There it is. It's just rusted. It
What's
was
below that though?
wow. Look at that, dude. It's like a 1/4 inch
Yeah, 3/8 rod, boy.
Yep. Okay. Man.
It's not coming up because the pump gland is kind of like not. I think the pump gland is what's catching us.
Yeah, you mean the little disc that pulls the water up?
Yeah, there's got to be like a pump.
That little leather wiper?
There's got to be a set of O-rings down there, or yeah, like leather.
Only thing I would assume, you'd have to take this whole housing and rotate it. And then pull up that. But that, the only thing that would do, that would pull up the 1-inch drop pipe that's inside the 2-inch casing. That's the only thing I can assume. But right now, I should be able, with this suspended, I should be able to hit this with a sledgehammer or put a big pipe wrench and try to spin it. Because we got to be able to get that off in order to access the pipe below it. Because theoretically, that's just a well seal.
Does it look like 1-inch pipe?
It's too risky to look, but yeah, it's some weird cone. It's not.
Nice. You don't know how to get that by hand. It looks loose.
When in doubt, be careful.
Look at that. Look at that, boy.
Yeah, that's spectacular. That's spectacular.
Even the blind dog gets a bone. I'm gonna lift up on it and see what happens.
Let me get out. All right, wait, go back down. We may need to grab to the other thing, not the sucker rod. Just go down.
What other thing?
This. We'll just grab this. Oh,
What are you dealing with right there?
May have spun it off the drop pipe.
Is that dangerous?
That's dangerous. I don't know what's preventing that from falling in.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just spin that back on there.
I mean, it probably rusted or sediment filled into it.
Yeah. Spin him back on there real quick.
We can grab this and try to pull it out.
There you go. That's your drop pipe.
Yep. Instead of coming off the casing, it came off the drop pipe. That's just our luck today.
Yeah.
Just our luck.
That's called doing shit you don't know.
That's
really.
it. You just gotta do it twice. Yeah.
It's been rusted in for 100 years. Probably none of that's coming out.
It's tight enough. Da-na-na-na-na.
Not how I envisioned this.
No, not how I envisioned this either.
I hate it. Kinda hate it.
Okay. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna hook this into that. Okay. And then we're gonna take this as a safety and put that on there as well. Okie doke. Yeah, give her a pull. All right, hold on. Let me get out of here. Now it gets dangerous. All right. Oh, well, there went all my tools. Isn't that a SOB? Looks like it closed. Like, oh my God. I got so lucky. I got so lucky. Holy crap. I didn't lose anything. I even got both of my sockets. Where'd the other one? There it is. What does it look like?
Broke.
Oh man. Isn't that a SO? Son of a.
Did you get footage of it breaking?
Yeah, I was holding the camera up. I was just kind of ducking. All right, go ahead, pull. I maxed out a 6,000 pound pull, man. That's nuts. It's just too old.
All rusted in.
All rusted in.
The crappy thing is you can't even like properly abandon it.
No.
Because it's all just.
Yeah. Yeah, you could try to shove a 3/4 inch PVC pipe down it.
But it's just gonna fill up the pump. It ain't even gonna.
You're right. You're right. You're right. It's gonna fill up right above the leather wiper. Yeah, with as big as that that cover is, I mean, hell, that was 2.5 inch reduced to 2 down to 1. That's just crazy. They had 3 reducers on it.
Yeah.
Well, he dug around the outside of it, but unfortunately, it is 2-inch casing, and then they stuck 1.25 inch galvanized pipe inside of 2-inch galvanized pipe, and over 80+ years the 2 pipes have fused together, rusted together, whatever you want to call it. So Ain't no saving this. Ain't no fixing this. Ain't no working on this. Time for a new hole. Time to wrap it all up. At least it's a beautiful view. So the original key still works for the door. Here you go. I don't have permission to film inside, so I'm not going to film inside. I just wanted to show you that the original key to the house still works. Well, unfortunately, sometimes things just don't pan out the way that we hope them to. We've done what we can, the best we can, and now it's time to call the homeowner and break the bad news. So that's going to be it for this job. Homeowner wants to save the old pump. He likes things that are old and nostalgic. And since this thing was theoretically in somewhat of a working condition, we're gonna go ahead and take it and put it under his barn for him. That way somebody don't come by here and decide they want to take it to the scrap yard for $4. It's worth more than that. Well, back in the truck. Headed out. Gotta go back to the shop and gotta take the fuel tank off of the crane and take the battery off of it and put it back in its spot. But day didn't go as planned, unfortunately, so it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. I think that whole system was working on borrowed time anyways. The owner has the vision of turning that house into an Airbnb. So if you're gonna take a water supply and give it to people who are renting your property, you can't give them a well like that you cannot sanitize. And right there, that well, you couldn't sanitize it. So the water probably would not pass a bacteria sample test, and you want a system to be reliable, because to rent that house, being that it's on the water, I'm gonna say for 7 days you're gonna pay $2,500 to $3,000. So within the first 3 rentals, he'll pay for that well. And if you have, let's just say you have 15 people show up at that house, and then that 1920s well pump system dies, no one's gonna be able to service that thing. Like, no one. That thing has some weird belt on it. Like, there's so many things that could go wrong in that, you know, situation when renting that house out to the public through Airbnb. So I think the best thing for them to do is to drill a new well, put in a modern day well pump and a modern day bladder tank, and just do away with all that stuff. Our hopes was that there was going to be either a 4-inch or a 5 5/8 well underneath that big cap. I mean, it looked like it, but once we got it up, you could tell that below that cap there was like 3 reducers. It went from like 3-inch down to 2-inch down to 1.25 inches or something like that. There were 3 stacked on top of one another. And when we pulled it, I had tightened that piece back and we pulled it. It actually pulled the threads out of the casting in that thing. It was crazy that the strap didn't break, but is what it is. So hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. 85% of people who watch my video are not subscribed. 85%. I know y'all as a viewer can do better than that. Just stop watching right now. Just smash the subscribe button, even if you're not going to watch another one of my videos. My goal is to reach 100,000 subscribers. If I could do that by the end of the year, y'all would be awesome. That would be the most epic Christmas present to give me, would be 100,000 subscribers. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.